Have you ever felt like your world was falling apart? That every foundation you built your life upon was cracking, one after another? A relationship ends, a job is lost, an illness appears, and the storm seems to have no end. We are taught to fear this chaos, to resist it, to see it as a sign that we have failed. But what if I told you that this very chaos, this intense period of breakdown, is not a punishment, but a prelude? What if it is the clearest sign that you are on the precipice of a miracle you have been asking for? This is not just a comforting thought. It is a fundamental law of energetic transformation. Before a star is born, a nebula must collapse under immense pressure and heat. Before a skyscraper can rise, the old structure must be demolished, and the ground must be excavated, creating a messy, chaotic construction site. You are no different. That period of intense difficulty is your personal demolition phase. It is a sacred and necessary internal restructuring. The universe is not breaking you. It is breaking you open. It is clearing out the old, dense, and misaligned energy, the limiting beliefs, the trauma, the identities that can no longer sustain the magnitude of the blessing that is coming your way. Your soul has called in a major upgrade, but the current operating system, your old emotional and energetic framework, cannot run the new software. So, the system has to crash to reboot. The discomfort you feel is the friction between your past self and your future self. It is a sign that the transformation is not just happening, but that it has reached a critical, irreversible point. You are in the crucible, and the pressure is forging you into the person capable of holding the very miracle you desire. The solution, then, is not to fight the chaos, but to understand its purpose and surrender to the process. Surrender is not weakness. It is the ultimate expression of power and trust. It is the conscious decision to stop paddling furiously against the current and to instead trust that the river knows the way to the ocean. In the language of quantum physics, everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. Your reality is a reflection of your dominant energetic signature. When you are calling in a new reality, a miracle, you are essentially tuning your energetic dial to a new frequency. The chaos you experience is energetic dissonance. It's the static that occurs when you are shifting from an old familiar station to a new higher frequency one. The old programming, stored in your subconscious mind, resists this change. It screams for the familiar pain, the predictable struggle. Surrendering means you consciously choose to align with the new frequency, even when the old one is playing loudly in the background. You do this by releasing control. You stop trying to manage every outcome and instead focus on managing your own energy. You recognize that the signs of your impending miracle are not always grand and loud. They are subtle. A sudden synchronicity, like seeing repeating numbers or thinking of someone right before they call. A moment of unexplainable peace in the middle of the storm. A dream that feels more real than reality. These are breadcrumbs from the quantum field, confirming that your new reality is crystallizing. They are whispers from your future self, telling you to hold on, to keep trusting, because the foundation for your miracle is almost complete. Let's go deeper into why this process feels so intensely personal, so challenging. It is because what is truly being deconstructed is your identity. Neuroscience confirms that up to 95% of your life, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, is run by the subconscious mind. This is a program built from every experience, every emotional memory, and every belief you absorbed, mostly before the age of 7. Your identity, who you believe you are, is deeply wired into this subconscious programming. When you decide you want a new life, a miracle of health, wealth, or love, you are declaring war on your old identity. The chaos is the nervous system's response to this internal conflict. Your body, conditioned to the familiar chemical state of your old self, the cortisol from stress, the adrenaline from anxiety, literally goes into withdrawal when you start introducing a new, higher state of being, like joy or gratitude. It feels like you are dying because, in a very real sense, a part of you is. The ego, the identity built on past limitations, is dissolving. This is the spiritual death and rebirth spoken of in ancient texts across the world. You cannot carry the baggage of your old self into the new reality you are creating. The chaos is a purification process, burning away the dross, so that only the pure gold of your true essence remains. It's forcing you to let go of who you thought you were, so you can become who you are truly meant to be. This is a profound rewiring, not just of your brain, but of your entire being. So, how do you actively participate in this rapid shift instead of being a victim of it? You become the conscious observer of your reality. This is where quantum physics provides a powerful and practical framework. The famous double-slit experiment revealed a truth that shatters our classical understanding of the world. Particles of matter exist in a wave of infinite possibilities until they are observed. The act of observation, of consciousness, is what collapses the wave of potential into a specific, tangible event or particle. You are that observer. Your focused attention and emotional energy are the most powerful creative forces in the universe. When you are in the midst of chaos, your natural tendency is to focus on the problem, on what is breaking. But in doing so, you are using your observational power to create more of the same. The key is to withdraw your energy from the collapsing reality and place your focus firmly on the reality you wish to create. This is more than just positive thinking. It is about embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled. How would you feel if your miracle had already happened? Feel that gratitude, that joy, that peace, now. This feeling is a high-frequency energetic signature that sends a clear signal to the quantum field. This is not just spiritual woo-woo. This is echoed in the field of epigenetics, which shows that your perception of the environment, your emotions and beliefs, can signal your genes to express themselves in new ways, literally changing your biology. By cultivating the feeling of your future, you are not only collapsing quantum possibilities, you are instructing your very cells to build a new body and a new life. This is the rapid shift principle. Your feeling state is the command that collapses potential into reality. To truly master this, we must expand our understanding of ourselves. You are not just a body and a mind operating in a three-dimensional world. You are a multidimensional being of consciousness, broadcasting an energetic signature across the quantum field at all times. The state of your reality is determined by the coherence of that signal. Coherence is when your thoughts, feelings, and actions are in perfect alignment. When you think one thing, feel another, and do a third, you are sending an incoherent, staticky signal to the universe. This creates a reality of confusion and struggle. The period of chaos is often a period of extreme incoherence. Your conscious mind wants the new reality, but your subconscious body is still vibrating with the energy of the past. The work is to bring these into alignment, to create a laser-focused, coherent signal. This is what ancient spiritual traditions were pointing to. The Vedanta philosophy speaks of Brahman, the ultimate undifferentiated reality, the unified field of consciousness from which all things arise. When you align yourself with this field through meditation and presence, you tap into the source of all creation. The Bible says, "To him who has, more will be given." This is not about material possessions. It is a law of energetic resonance. To him who has the frequency of abundance, more abundance is given. To him who has the frequency of love, more love is given. Your job is to generate the frequency first, before the evidence appears in your physical reality. This requires a radical trust that your inner world creates your outer world. The chaos is the final test of this trust. It asks you, can you hold the frequency of your miracle even when your senses show you the opposite? Can you believe in the sun while you are in the middle of the storm? When you can do this, you become a master creator. You are no longer just a participant in a single timeline. You are consciously choosing the timeline you wish to experience by matching its frequency. How do we integrate this profound truth into our daily lives? It begins with a non-negotiable commitment to your inner state. Your first act upon waking should not be to check your phone and plug into the matrix of collective anxiety. Your first act must be to connect with the quantum field and consciously create your day. This can be a simple practice. Before your feet hit the floor, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths and bring your awareness into your heart. Ask yourself, what is the energy of my miracle? Is it freedom? Is it joy? Is it wholeness? Do not just think the word. Generate the feeling in your body. Let it expand from your heart and fill every cell. Hold this feeling for 5 or 10 minutes. You are literally reconditioning your body to a new mind, tuning your energetic instrument for the day. Then, as you move through your day, become a detective for evidence of your new reality. Look for synchronicities. Acknowledge them. Say thank you. This creates a feedback loop of magic. You are telling the universe, I see you. I am paying attention. Send me more. Now, I want you to anchor this intention right now. Go to the comments and type, I am the creator of my reality. By typing this, you are making a conscious declaration. You are shifting from a passive viewer to an active participant. And I want you to share one small synchronicity you have noticed this week. It could be anything. Let's create a collective field of evidence right here, reminding each other that the magic is real and it is already happening. This is how we support each other in remembering our true power. The greatest challenge you will face, especially after you have a breakthrough and the new reality begins to stabilize, is the echo of the old self. Doubt, fear, and insecurity will inevitably surface. This is not a sign that you are failing or that it was all a fluke. It is simply the old programming playing its last desperate cards. Think of it like a ghost in the machine. The old energy has momentum, and it will try to pull you back into familiar patterns. Your power lies in how you respond. Do not fight the doubt. Do not resist the fear. What you resist persists. Instead, you must become the neutral observer of these thoughts and feelings. Remember the observer effect? When you look at doubt with judgment or fear, you are feeding it energy and collapsing it into your reality. But when you can step back and observe it with detached awareness, like watching clouds pass in the sky, it loses its power over you. You can say, there is the old fear of not being enough. Interesting. You see it, you acknowledge it, but you do not identify with it. It is not you. It is just a residual energetic pattern. The key is to then immediately and consciously pivot back to the frequency of your desired state. This is a practice of energetic mastery. Place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and recall the feeling of your miracle. This is your anchor. Every time you do this, you weaken the neural pathways of the old self and strengthen the neural pathways of the new self. You are demonstrating to your subconscious mind that you are no longer available for that old reality. You are choosing moment by moment the frequency you wish to embody. Sustaining your miracle is not a one-time event. It is a continuous choice to align with the energy of who you are becoming. Let's bring this all together. The chaos and difficulty you are experiencing are not a sign that you are on the wrong path. They are the undeniable sacred signs that your manifestation is imminent. It is a cosmic restructuring, a necessary clearing of the ground for the blessing you have prayed for. A blessing so grand it requires a completely new version of you to receive it. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. Science and spirituality are converging on a singular, powerful truth. You are a conscious creator, an observer at the nexus of infinite potential. Quantum physics shows us that your focus shapes reality. Neuroscience shows us that your feelings can rewire your brain and recondition your body. Epigenetics shows us that your perception can change your genetic expression. And ancient wisdom has told us for millennia that the kingdom of heaven is within. The power is not out there. It has been inside you all along. Your energy is the most valuable currency you possess. Your frequency is your message to the universe. Stop waiting for the outside world to change for you to feel good. You must feel good first. And then the outside world will have no choice but to rearrange itself to match your new vibration. This is the ultimate surrender. It is a radical trust in the unseen, a deep knowing that your inner state is the cause, and your outer world is the effect. So I ask you, what reality will you choose to create today? Will you continue to give your power to the storm? Or will you stand in the eye of it, in perfect peace, knowing you are the very power that commands the winds and the waves? The choice is yours. It always has been. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and join this community. We are here to support you on this journey of remembering the magnificent creator you truly are.